So here's a tour of the Notre Dame basement. Starts with a picture, an original picture of the first ever Notre Dame football team from 1887. You can see at the bottom there that it is an original picture, not a copy. Next we have the original signatures of each of the four horsemen. Difficult to get, but it took a while, but finally was able to come up with all of that. We then move over to the national championship section, and there is a picture and an autograph of each of the coaches that have won a national championship at Notre Dame. And we've got a spot reserved for hopefully Brian Kelly or the next national championship. Just give you the panoramic view here, including the bar, which we'll get to in a minute. We'll go now to the Heisman Trophy section. Here I have my picture taken, fortunately for me. Been able to get my picture taken with each of the 7 Notre Dame Heisman Trophy winners. Got all of the pictures there. Heisman cards that are all signed by them. And probably my most prized possession in the whole basement. These are original ballots for 6 of the Heisman Trophy winners. They went to an electronic ballot for Tim Brown, so they don't have a paper copy. But for the other 6 winners, I was able to get from the Downtown Athletic Club copies of the original ballots of each of the Notre Dame winners, along with a picture from a card that the Downtown Athletic Club issued for each of those. Then got the paintings that many of you have that were issued that I thought were just a must-have for any Notre Dame basement. We then swing over to the signature photo section. I copied this from the idea from Legends. Have all the All-Americans by decade. Many of them have I've gotten signed 8x10 photos, some of whom I've written to and been able to get them to send me signed pictures. But you see we start with 1940, and we've already got Monty Te'o up there for 2010 and hope to add some more All-Americans this year. A football signed by each of the 7 Heisman Trophy winners. Heading over to here, you get a good look at the bar, including the tile, the custom cut laser tile, ND in the floor. As you notice, it's all a blue and gold, blue carpet, the gold carpet, blue walls. This is another prized possession. I think it's a one-of-a-kind Play Like a Champion neon sign that was I was able to get from someone in South Bend. You can see the bar. My kids were able to get me a custom blue refrigerator so I can keep my beer kegs, extra kegs in there. And then we have got the kegerator. It's a little hard to see here in the dark, but we do have the Notre Dame tap handles, blue and green, with the ND label and the leprechaun. And then finally, 2 things. I was able to get my picture taken with many of the coaches, so I've got Lou Holtz, Brian Kelly, Charlie Weis, and Ara, and was able to get all of those pictures signed. And then something I recently started is for each of the decades, pictures, signed cards rather, of football cards of all of the All-Americans. Once again, starting with the 40s and going through. And in the good old days of the 60s and 70s, you had more than one picture to be filled up. But in recent years, we've only had one for the 90s and the 2000s. And then beginning to add the collection for the 2010s with David Ruffer and Monty Te'o, who were All-Americans last year. So that's a quick tour of the basement. Hopefully it gives you some idea for those that were asking for ideas for their Notre Dame basement. And just give you one more panoramic view. But as you can see, it's all blue and gold, and something I'm quite proud of. And if you're ever in South Bend, look me up and be glad to have you over for a beer. Thanks.